If it pleases the king, spare my life, my family, and the lives of my people.
Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The humble Mordecai was a true man of faith.
This is the story of a beautiful queen of courage and faith and of things unseen.
Come with us long, long ago to the citadel of Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire. And there we find King Ahasuerus, who had selected a beautiful young girl to be his queen.
Her name was Hadassah, she was Esther to me. She told me the truth and gave me eyes to see.
Even bad can be used for good. God's providence often brings unexpected surprises. Such was the case with a high-ranking sinister minister in the government named Haman.
She would prepare 2 meals. She would prepare 2 meals, and to her king have special appeals.
Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them, as it was with Esther, an orphan who became queen.
Hear our story of faith and glory, of power and greed, of captives freed. And though it is old, it is still new. It's about truth. It's about you.
Our story begins as morning dawns in Susa. King Ahasuerus has sponsored a week-long party of laughing, dancing, and drinking to display his great wealth, power, and glory. But now the king has a problem with his queen, Vashti.
My king, although you have sent for Queen Vashti to come to you, so that you may display her beauty before your party guests, she refuses your order.
How dare her? Saying no to me can mean her immediate execution, if I so desire.
It's not only the king she has insulted, it's all of us, leaders and people alike, in all of your provinces. The word will get out. Did you hear the latest about Queen Vashti? The king ordered her to be brought to him, and she refused. When the women of your empire hear this, they'll also start treating their husbands with contempt.
These women could be out of control. I cannot have a country of angry women who don't know their place.
If the king agrees, let him pronounce a royal ruling that Vashti is permanently forbidden from the king's presence, and then the king will give her position to a woman who knows her place.
The king liked this idea. Therefore, Queen Vashti was immediately banned, and the quest began to find her replacement. The king gathered his attendants to give them the plan.
Let a search begin throughout all my provinces for beautiful young women. The ones chosen will be treated with oils and perfumes, and the woman who pleases me most will win this contest and be made queen.
And so it was. This ancient star search began. All beautiful and single young women were found and summoned to Susa, including Esther. Excitement and anticipation ruled the day.
Who will be the chosen one? Who will be the Queen of Queens? God is sovereign, God is pure and true. His end will justify the means. So let the contest begin for one night with the King. Vashti is vanquished and the world must have its way. Now the search has begun, he will find the perfect one. Susa will have a brand new day. Favor with the king. Near the palace there was Mordecai to hear what news each day would bring.
And may Jehovah be praised, may my Esther be raised.
Daily he prayed that prayer and waited faithfully. So the contest went on, but a new day soon would dawn. Esther would enter royalty.
When her turn came to go to the king, Esther did not ask for anything except what the king's keeper of the women suggested. Esther gained favor in the eyes of everyone who saw her. After her night with the king, he loved her more than all the other women. The king placed the royal crown on her head and made her queen in place of Vashti.
Queen of Queens. God is sovereign, God is pure and true. His end will justify the means. And so the nations will sing of your time with this King. Fate now is calling, for the curtain has been raised. Your life is a plan, you will find the will to stand. Yahweh forever will be praised.
Mordecai was Hadassah's cousin and had raised her since she was an orphan. In order to hide the fact that Hadassah was Jewish in a dangerous political climate toward the Jewish people, she had chosen the name Esther, which means star, brilliant and shining.
Esther, you must not reveal your family background or race. My ancestors were persecuted and thrown into exile. We must protect ourselves.
Yes, Mordecai, I understand. I will do as you say.
One day, Mordecai was sitting at the king's gate where he overheard a conversation between two of the king's eunuchs who guarded the entrance. They were plotting to kill King Ahasuerus and overthrow the government. Mordecai immediately got word to Esther.
My king, there is a plot to kill you. 2 of your guards, Bigthana and Teresh, have devised this deed. I have learned of this plan through one of the citizens of your kingdom, Mordecai.
The plan was investigated immediately and found to be true. The 2 guards were executed. The incident was recorded in the king's historical record, crediting Mordecai with saving the king's life.
Sometime later, Ahasuerus promoted Haman, making him the highest-ranking official in the government. Because of this promotion, the king decreed that public recognition was necessary for Haman. An outward display of humility and submission was required of all those whenever they saw him. Immediately, all began to bow in Haman's presence, everyone except Mordecai.
I will only bow and worship the one true God. I will stand on that truth, even if it means death.
Haman's hate toward Mordecai was rooted in a long history of hate and violence between Persians and Jews. Haman learned Mordecai was Jewish. He went to the king. He wanted vengeance toward Mordecai and the Jewish people. He was furious, but he contained his rage with a genocidal bribe.
There is an odd set of people scattered throughout the provinces of your kingdom who don't fit in. Their customs and ways are different from those of everybody else. Worse, they disregard the king's laws. They're an affront to your power. The king shouldn't put up with them. If it pleases the king, let orders be given that they will be destroyed. These horrible people will then be null and void. I'll pay for it myself. I'll deposit 375 tons of silver in the royal bank to finance the operation.
The king thought for just a moment, and then his mind was made up.
Go ahead. It's your money. Do what you want with those people. I give you my signet ring to seal the deal.
In that one moment, the entire race of Jewish people now faced extermination within a month at the hand of a bitter and corrupt foe. With a promotion, the king's signet ring, and a terrifying new decree, Haman was on top of the world.
Life is good, as it should be. My season of power is here. This world is my oyster. I'm the great destroyer of anyone who dares to cross me. I can't rush this royal flush, just playing it cool, you will see. So what's wrong with some pride if it brings genocide to a people who need to be crushed? They say absolute power corrupts absolutely, but I'm not so sure that it's true. As long as I get what I want in life, why should I care about you? Oh, why should I care about you?
He doesn't care about me.
Mordecai, please drop by soon. It's a lovely time of the year, and I'll show you how to bow to true upper class. I will teach you to sing a new tune.
Move ahead and don't be shy. You'll hang the Jews out to dry.
If there's any hanging to be done, you can bet I won't be the one.
Shining star, you are so bright, but God is the end in sight.
Don't forget, I'm second in command. You're looking at the right-hand man. Oh, I am the king's right-hand man.
Dooby-doo, da-be-do, da-be-do-be-doo-dee. The kingdom of God is a serious thing, and it's bigger than you and me.
Don't forget, I'm second in command. You're looking at the right-hand man. Oh, I am the king's right-hand man.
The king's order was posted in every province. Mordecai went into mourning, going into the streets crying out in loud and bitter cries. All Jews were fasting and weeping. Esther heard of the commotion and sent a servant to speak with Mordecai to learn the full story.
Haman has deposited silver into the royal bank to bribe the king. In exchange, the king has decreed the complete extermination of all Jews in his provinces. Please give her this bulletin that has been posted ordering this massacre. Please tell the queen she must intercede. She must plead with the king to save us all.
The servant immediately delivered Mordecai's message to Esther. She received it and responded to Mordecai.
Everyone who works for the king, and even the people in the provinces, know that there is a single fate for every man or woman who approaches the king without being invited: death. The one exception is if the king extends his golden scepter, then he or she may live. And it's been 30 days now since I've been invited to come to the king.
Esther, don't think that just because you live in the king's house, you're the one Jew who will get out of this alive. If you persist in staying silent at a time like this, you and your family will be killed. Who knows? Perhaps you were made queen for such a time as this.
Esther carefully pondered Mordecai's message. She sent back an answer to him.
Go and get all the Jews living in Susa together. Fast for me. Don't eat or drink for 3 days, either day or night. I and my maids will fast with you. If you will do this, I'll go to the king, even though it's forbidden. If I die, I die.
Esther retreated to a private place to think and pray.
I'm afraid, God, and I want your perfect will. I'm searching for an answer. I know I should be still to hear your holy wisdom and follow in your way. Show me what to do, Lord. Please hear me as I pray. I'm alone, God, but I know your hand is there. My people are in danger. How can I even dare to seek Ahasuerus? My own life is at risk. Have you put me here now for such a time as this?
God the Lord protects you, He'll bring you safely through. As He was with Moses, so He will be with you. Faith will be your guide, so do not feel despair. You're God's child, Adasa, Adasa, Adasa. You're God's child, Adasa. Always in His Holy, 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 though the darkness hide me, though the eye of sinful man my glory may not see. Holy thou art holy, there is none beside thee, perfect in power, in love and
I will trust you. You are faithful, you are true. My soul sings out in gladness. Dear Lord, you'll bring me through. To be the one created to set the captives free. I must go to the King. Please give him eyes to see. I am always in your care. I am always in
There are times in our lives when we must make a decision and stand all alone, and Esther has made this very important decision.
3 days after her time of prayer, Esther dressed in her royal robes and took up a position in the inner court of the palace in front of the king's throne room. The king noticed her. He was pleased to see her and extended his gold scepter.
Esther approached and touched the tip of the scepter.
What is your desire, Queen Esther? What do you want? Ask, and it is yours, even if it's half of my kingdom.
If it pleases the king, let the king come with Haman to a dinner I prepared for him.
Get Haman at once, so we can go to the dinner Esther has prepared.
So the king and Haman joined Esther at the dinner she had arranged. As they were eating and drinking, the king spoke up.
Now, what is it you want, Esther? Half of my kingdom isn't too much to ask. Just say it and it will be yours.
Here is what I want. If the king favors me and is pleased to do what I desire and ask, let the king and Haman come again tomorrow to the dinner that I will prepare for them. Then I will answer your question.
Haman left the palace very happy, and then he saw Mordecai sitting at the king's gate, still ignoring him and not bowing. When Haman arrived at his home, he gathered his wife and friends to speak with them.
I'm rich, I'm powerful, and on top of that, Queen Esther has invited me to a private dinner she gave for the king, just the three of us. And now she's invited me to another one tomorrow. But I can't enjoy any of it when I see Mordecai the Jew sitting at the king's gate.
His wife Zeresh and all his friends said,
Build a gallows 75 feet high. First thing in the morning, speak with the king and get him to order Mordecai hanged on it. Then go and enjoy your dinner with the king and Queen Esther.
That's a wonderful idea. I couldn't have thought of anything better myself. Life is good, as it should be. My power and glory are strong. This Jew will be history, there will be no mystery for anyone who dares to cross me.
Shining star, you are so bright, the guide has the end in sight.
Don't forget, I'm second in command. You're looking at the right-hand man. Oh, I am the king's right-hand man. Oh, I am the king's right-hand man.
It is still the eve of the second banquet. Haman is on top of the world, knowing Mordecai will be executed soon. But Esther and Mordecai, still separated by their proximity and position in Susa, are praying alone. In this ninth hour, will God perform the needed miracle?
Is here, but sleep does not come tonight. We're all in danger of losing our lives at the hand of a madman with hate blinding his sight.
I say, what shall I do? And yet I know God is here. The next feast approaches. It's time to speak. If I perish, I perish. Please come, all of Please turn my darkness into
It's a busy night in the palace. Esther and Mordecai aren't the only ones who can't sleep. The king is also sleepless and summons that the mostly boring royal record be read to him to help him sleep.
The keeper of the record read, and soon came upon the part about Mordecai saving the king's life from the plotting guards, Bigthana and Teresh.
And Mordecai was responsible for uncovering the plot of the king's men who guarded the gate. He revealed that they planned to kill the king. Because of Mordecai, the plot was averted, and then...
Wait! Stop there. What great honor was given to Mordecai for this?
Nothing. Nothing has been done for him.
Is there anybody out in the court?
Haman is there.
Bring him in.
Yes, my king. What pleases the king on this night?
What would be appropriate for the man the king especially wants to honor?
Haman thought to himself, thinking surely the king wanted to honor him.
For the man the king wishes to honor, bring a royal robe and crown that the king has worn, and a horse the king has ridden. Give that man these things, and parade him through the town to celebrate him.
Go and do it. Don't waste a minute. Do these things. Yes, do these things for Mordecai, the Jew, who sits at the king's gate. Don't leave out a single detail of your plan.
With a smile on his face and murder in his heart, Haman did for Mordecai what the king had told him to do. He was still raging with anger as he would soon join the king for the feast that Esther was busily preparing.
Excitement and fear, the banquet approaches. Esther's second face will soon appear. The time has come, the meal will soon commence, and a bit of this, and a bit of this, and a splash of that, and a splash of that, and dancing on the fence. Move forward with hope, the timing is perfect. You are walking on a high tide road. Leave nothing out, expose the evil deeds. Serve the food and mix, serve the food and mix. The truth in well, the truth in well. The captives must be free.
I believe I will stand, and I know that in God's strength peace can rule across this land. God is just and He does reign. May His holy will be done. I believe I will stand in the one true God. I believe.
I sing the mighty power of God that made the mountains rise, that spread the flowing seas above. so through his dear Son from every fallen race, while all that borrows life from him is ever in his care, and everywhere that we can be, our God is present there.
I believe I will stand, and I know that in God's strength peace can rule across this land. God is just and he does reign. May his holy will be done. I believe I will stand in the one true God. I believe
With God's help we can stand in faith. With God's help we can fight our fears. With God's help from his holy word, we can see beyond 10,000 years.
I believe I will stand, and I know that in God's strength peace can rule across this land.
God is just and he does reign. May his holy will be done. I believe I will stand in the one true God. I believe.
I believe
The time had arrived. The moment of truth was here. King Ahasuerus and Haman were again at the sumptuous dinner prepared for them by Esther.
Queen Esther, you have once again prepared a beautiful feast for us.
Thank you, my king. I am very thankful you are pleased.
So what is it you would like? As I have said, you can ask for half of my kingdom, and it will be yours.
My king, my heart is heavy for what I must tell you.
Speak your heart, my queen.
If it pleases the king, spare my life, my family, and the lives of my people.
What do you mean, your people? What is this about sparing your life?
She's out of her head. She must be taken away.
Silence, Haman. Tell me more, Esther.
We've been sold, me and my Jewish people, to be destroyed, sold to be massacred and eliminated.
Who would do such a thing to my beautiful queen?
An enemy, an adversary, this man here, the evil Haman.
The king was so overtaken with anger, he left the room for a moment to collect himself.
Please, Queen Esther, have mercy on me. The king will surely kill me now. Please stop him.
When the king re-entered the room, he saw Haman groveling at Esther's feet.
Leave her alone. Guards, grab this man and keep him from running away.
My king, please allow me to explain.
There is no explanation needed, Haman. You were going to kill innocent people for your own greed and hatred. You will be punished severely for this.
Then one of the attendants to the king spoke up.
Look over there, my king. It's the gallows that Haman built for Mordecai, who saved the king's life. It is intended to execute Mordecai.
Let Haman be hanged on it himself.
Sometimes truth may be threatened to be killed and evil reside in power. But God is always in control. At the end of our trouble, we can see the masterful tapestry work of the great weaver.
C.S. Lewis wrote, God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains.
May we all be Esthers, faithful, bold, and confident that everything works out right when you trust in God.